Hello, everyone. Theo here. We are about to have our second round robin matchup against E&T Collectibles. I have their team sheet up right now, and this is a scary team. Dragonite with Life Orb and Extreme Speed hits so hard. It's also an inner focus Dragonite, so it's not like we can cycle Intimidates or exert any sort of fake out pressure against it. It's also carrying Protect, which could potentially sway momentum pretty heavily. I think Extreme Speed either one hit KOs or two hit KOs everything on our team. Life Orb Dragonite, if there are other Life Orb Dragonite users in this tournament, good on you, because it's really scary. I'm really worried about the Raichu as well. It has the fake out pressure, and also Nuzzle support is something I really don't want to deal with. Paralysis can completely turn the tide of a match, and the chances of being fully paralyzed is pretty high. I believe it's at 25% each turn. So I really don't want to deal with that. He has a couple speed control options with Tailwind from Aerodactyl and Icy Wind from Starmie as well. We need to do our best to prevent the Tailwind from going up. If he gets Tailwind up, I believe everything outspeeds our team, even our Scarf Golduck. So I'm not sure if he'll bring the Aerodactyl just because we have the Scarf Golduck, but if he does bring it, we have to prioritize making sure that Tailwind does not go up. Machamp with Assault Vest also poses a problem because we can't one-shot it with Psychic from Alakazam. It's also carrying a lot of coverage that hits our team for super effective. And Dynamic Punch Confusion, I'm running it as well, so I know how good it is, and going up against it on a bulky Machamp set is a little scary. I think our biggest obstacle may be the Starmie. I fully expect it to hit the field. It surprisingly switches in really well in front of a lot of our offensive options. It's a fast Icy Wind user. It has dual stab coverage, and it has Ally Switch Mind Games. And that is going to be something we really don't want to deal with. Starmie is a really cool pick. I think he's the only Starmie. I think they're the only Starmie user this tournament. Definitely in our pool. I'm not sure about the whole tournament, but it's a really cool pick, a really neat pick. And the Expert Belt also helps boost their offensive output. So that is really scary. And I was trying to come up with a safe lead for his team, but it didn't happen. So instead, we're going with the lead that provides us the most options, or at least I think provides us with the most options. I figured that would be Kangaskhan and Golduck, and we'll just have to play it by ear from there. This is going to be an extremely tough matchup, and this is the first time we've ever played each other, so I don't know their playstyle at all, but hopefully we can play well enough to get the win. And with that, let's get to the battle. All right, so we're going up against Timothy, aka E&T Collectibles right now. Good luck, have fun to him. All right, so let's see. So we're going with our Kang lead, Kang Golduck lead. I was debating going Kang and Alakazam or Arcanine. I'm sorry, Kang or Alakazam with Golduck in the back as well. But ultimately, we're going to go with the Golduck. Just because I want to pressure that Aerodactyl out if he... or put pressure on the Aerodactyl if he does lead it. Excuse me. Okay. I'm pretty nervous for this one. This is pretty tricky. Alright, so let's see what he leads with. Cool shirt. Raichu Aerodactyl. Okay. Alright. So we're going to fake out into the Aerodactyl. He might protect, but we have to make sure that Tailwind doesn't come out. So I'm expecting the Raichu to fake out into Golduck. And on the off chance it doesn't, do we Icy Wind? I think we'll Muddy Water. That's fine, so we can change moves. He didn't protect. Alright. So now we are going to Last Resort into the Raichu slot. It's going to bring it down to Sash. And we're going to Hydro Pump the Aerodactyl. Fingers crossed we don't miss. Good protect. So Thunderbolt or Nuzzle? Volt Switch. Okay. I'm okay with that. So something's taken a Last Resort. Dragonite switch-in would be really bad here. Starmie, okay. So this Starmie should go down. And I wish I paid attention to how much the fake out did. Okay. So he's gonna try to get rid of our Golduck here. Just fine. Can we stall that Tailwind? Oh, whoop, wrong thing there. So let's get rid of, let's bring Raichu to Sash. Switch out into Arcanine. Yeah, I'm expecting the Tailwind here. Alright, now we should be expecting some nuzzles coming out. I could also see the Aerodactyl switching out, or he might just let it just Rock Slide. So we'll Last Resort into the... Raichu doesn't protect. Yeah. See how much... Ooh, that's offensive. Actually, is it offensive? That's -1. Maybe. That looks like minimal. That was either a really high roll or he doesn't have much HP investment. I think he's probably more attack investment than HP on that on the Aerodactyl. So we're gonna hit the Arcanine. And we'll just, is he special? He's special. I guess it doesn't really matter. As long as we don't get flinched here. Alright. Doesn't have Will-O-Wisp. See how offensive this thing is. Okay. Okay, cool. So this technically is neutral? Okay. Oh, no. We have inner focus, that's right. Now we just Ice Beam. We should be fine. Tailwind is gone. Perfect. So how does he adapt? He brings Machamp, right? For the Kangaskhan? The question is, does he bring Machamp in the front or is he in the back? Good luck in the back to cover the Arcanine. So Alakazam, Kangaskhan. Or we could just do the same thing as before. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, let's see how he adapts. I was thinking he might lead with Machamp. But it's more likely that he's going to have Machamp in the back so he can set up Tailwind first. I think. Who knows? Alright, let's see here. Raichu Aerodactyl. Okay, so I'm glad we made the same leads. Okay, so we're going to fake out. We're going to fake out the Raichu. You're just muddy water. We'll double into the Raichu. Yep. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I wish we Hydro Pump. Well, this at least is 100%. Alright, so we'll last resort into the Aerodactyl. Should we last resort into the Aerodactyl? Yeah. This will give him a free switch into whatever's in the back, though, which I don't necessarily want to do. I'm going to last resort the Aerodactyl, and I'm actually going to switch out into Arcanine. Arcanine. Okay. So I wish I last resorted into the Arcanine slot this time. Tailwind. Okay. So 4 turns of Tailwind. Okay. So it's going to come down to a flinch game. We might get flinched here. Let's last resort into the Arcanine. I think we just Will-O-Wisp to Aerodactyl. Ooh. Nice. Oh, that's a big avoid. That's a huge avoid. And that's a huge hit right there. So we can leave this Aerodactyl alone since we have Golduck in the back, as long as we don't bring out Golduck anytime soon. Citrus. I don't think he probably wants to sack the Aerodactyl now. I wonder what his 4th Pokemon is. We're gonna last resort into the Arcanine. And let's see, what's he have? Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna switch out into Golduck. And then I think we Snarl, right? Also, my Joy-Con is it's doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Because then we can just run Muddy Water this upcoming turn, or switch back into Kangaskhan. See how much Rock Slide does. It's burned, so it shouldn't do too much. We'll definitely do less than before. Or it already went. What am I saying? I can't keep track of my turns. Okay, so we can either Muddy Water, and that would lock us into Muddy Water, though. How many turns of Tailwind are left? 1 turn of Tailwind left. Okay, so why don't we Ice Beam, actually. Let's Hydro Pump Arcanine. And let's switch back out to Kangaskhan here. In hindsight, I probably should have just kept. May have wanted to switch out Golduck. Yeah, that's negligible. Take out this Arcanine, and we have the option to take out Aerodactyl, but he just to stop the Tailwind from coming up. And I kind of wish I locked into... Actually, no, this is fine. I think we might be okay here. It just depends on what his last Pokemon is. Because he still has the Raichu left. Oh, the Dragonite. Yeah, I wish we locked into Ice Beam. Alright, so what we're going to do... And he's Inner Focus. We're going to switch out to Arcanine here. And we're going to fake out the Aerodactyl, right? Aerodactyl's going down this turn no matter what, but we can't let Tailwind get off. And Kangaskhan's probably going down right here. But we need to conserve Golduck for that Dragonite. And we can also burn that Dragonite. And I'm expecting the Dragonite to just take out our Kang here. Okay. So Kang's going to hang on for another turn, and we can just... He's going to fake out the Arcanine. I think Extreme Speed actually does enough damage. But just in case it doesn't, we'll Will-O-Wisp the Dragonite. And we're just going to Last Resort the Dragonite, right? Oh my gosh, you guys see that? Last Resort. Dragonite. He might protect the Dragonite. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're just going to Flamethrower the Raichu. And then we Last Resort the Dragonite. Because if he protects the Dragonite, I don't want to put all my eggs in that basket. Let's see. That KOs? Yep. Okay. So now our goal is to just get as much damage onto this Dragonite as possible. And we can also burn it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Because depending on how bulky that Dragonite is, if he only has 4 in HP, Golduck guarantees the Oko. But otherwise, we need to get just a tiny bit more chip just to guarantee it if he is 252 or some Spadef investment. So let us Will-O-Wisp. Just kidding. Okay. Joy-Con. Okay. Will-O-Wisp Dragonite. And we're just gonna Psychic. Actually, do we Psychic or do we Protect? Let's Protect. Expecting the Extreme Speed into Alakazam. Okay, I think that seals up the game right there. Because now he can't do enough damage to Golduck before we Revenge Kill. And now we'll just Helping Hand. Actually, just kidding. Because he's probably going to KO our Alakazam here. So we'll just Flamethrower and Psychic. Oh wow, that did more than I thought. Okay, and that's game. And GG's to E&T Collectibles for the good set. Yeah, that was that went smoother than I thought it would. I feel like we played around the Aerodactyl really well, even though I was really worried about it. And I also feel like I'm really happy that we somehow caught that switch in with the Starmie. Because if Starmie came out and started doing Icy Wind and Ally Switch shenanigans, we could have been in a heap of trouble there. The Raichu posed an issue. I'm really happy to bring the Machamp, because Machamp would have really done some serious stuff to our Kangaskhan under Tailwind. But yeah, good games to E&T Collectibles. Best of luck in the rest of the pool with you. And yeah, and from there, we'll just hop off now. Have a good one. Till next time.